I would absolutely love to have you join me on a 30-day magnesium challenge, and mine starts today. Now, why a 30-day magnesium challenge? Simple. It's not exciting, it's not new, but we need to have a strong foundation for optimal health. And the foundation of everything that happens in our body is magnesium. Is it the only thing? No. Is it the start of everything? Yes. And we've learned over the years that synthetic, isolated pill form magnesium definitely gives you benefits, but it doesn't move the magnesium levels around your blood cells. That interstitial space where when your body has magnesium there, it can pull the magnesium it needs and do what it needs to do. My goal is 6.3 or above. Now, life happened to me and my foundation cracked. Nothing will work as efficiently as it can when your foundation is cracked. My magnesium levels dropped. And I've learned a lot of things over the last few months that I want to share with you during this magnesium challenge. My name is Kristen Bowen. I'm the founder of Living the Good Life Naturally, over 25 years, sharing with you about the benefits of transdermal magnesium, soaking in magnesium. And I would love for you to join me on this journey. Now, let's get a few things straight. You do the soaking when it works for you. You might have already started. You might follow along and start later. You might join me today and start officially. It doesn't matter. Make it work in your schedule. The very first response I usually get is, but Kristen, I don't have 30 days. I don't either. I just got back from all day on the baseball games and doing baseball things with grandkids. And some days I might miss, and that's okay. I will be going live with you Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I might miss a few days. In fact, here's the deal. I can promise you I am going to miss a few days because I am here to prove, and I am living proof, that imperfect action creates optimal health. And that women who say, oh, I'm going to start on Monday, we can forget that health is happening now. It's not waiting to start on Monday. And I want a strong vitamin D panel, levels of vitamin D that activate all the things in my body for health. And to have that, we need magnesium to activate our stored vitamin D and turn it into active vitamin D. And most of us right now are out in the sunshine more often than usual, which is one of the most amazing times to run a magnesium 30-day challenge. Why? Because you get more benefit from soaking in the magnesium. When you're out in that sunshine, inflammation goes down. And when that happens, your body uptakes the magnesium more efficiently. Magnesium is simple. You soak in it. You can do it in a tub. You can do it in a foot soak. You only need 20 minutes, 20 minutes of soaking. Now, over this next 30 days, the goal is to hit between 70 and 80% because I want to saturate my body so that I've got that magnesium all around my cells for my body to use. But remember, my name's Kristen. There's no doctor in front of my name. I'm sharing with you my journey for you to make the best decision for your journey. Over 100,000 people have joined me on this journey of doing the Magnesium 30-day challenge, which I'm still like, how exciting to be a part of that many people's journey in creating optimal health, because I'm convinced when someone feels good, especially women, they wake up in the morning and instead of, oh, how am I going to make it through this day? They think, what can I do to make this day better for the people around me? And your body needs optimized magnesium levels to step into that level of help. You can do it anytime, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I have noticed a couple of things, and that is there are 3 stages to magnesium soaking. There is stage number 1, where you soak in the magnesium and you feel quite relaxed, not tired, just relaxed, like you're ready to take a nice nap or go to bed. Most people fall into that category. Not everybody, but most people fall into that category. And you'll find yourself in the beginning, usually needing to soak in the evening because you soak in the magnesium and then you want to go to bed. And you'll have magnesium has been shown to increase your sleep. So you have more optimized sleep. You wake up more refreshed from when you sleep, more recharged. As you soak and your body, you build this relationship with the magnesium and your body gets used to uptaking the magnesium that it needs, then you start getting energized from the magnesium. And you soak in the magnesium like you used to in the evening time and you go to bed and your brain's turned on. And you've got every thought going through your brain and it starts to mess up your sleep. Well, at that point, we're in a different stage and your body is getting used to having enough magnesium and it gets excited for the magnesium, but that excitement stops you from optimal sleep. At that point, stage 2 might be happening. And that's when you need to change your magnesium soaking to the middle of the day, the morning, or the mid-morning, so we're not disrupting your evening sleep. Now, that tends to be, as I've watched people's patterns, that tends to be the shortest stage for people. And some people move right through it. Some people may not even hit that and notice it. And some people are there for a little bit. It's your journey. It's going to show up for you differently than it shows up for you. And I want you to understand those 3 stages. The last stage, you, my friend, have built a trust bank with your body. Your body trusts that it's going to get the magnesium that it needs. And so instead of getting super relaxed or getting super excited, it just stays right in the middle, balanced. You can soak at night, you can soak in the morning, you can soak in the middle of the day because you have built a relationship with your body and it knows what to do with the magnesium. 3 stages. Not everybody goes through them. But I do want you to understand so that you can optimize and soak at the best time for you. A lot of people will say, Kristen, how do I soak? You soak in water. Magnesium is hydrophilic. And so you're going to uptake the magnesium through your body, your feet most specifically. We've found in studies, newest research, that your feet are uptaking the most magnesium. And so typically I will put a Pyrex casserole dish with some water, just a little bit, doesn't need to cover your feet, just the bottoms of your feet need to come into contact, and a 1/4 cup of Living the Good Life Naturally's magnesium soak. 1/4 cup is all you need, 20 minutes. Now, you can take that same 1/4 cup and you can pop it in the bathtub if you like to soak in the bathtub. When you do that, please be so careful that you're not resting your feet at the end of the tub. Because remember, your feet act like a pump to pump that magnesium up through your body. Temperature doesn't matter. Well, I guess it does. Let me pull that back. We don't want an icy cold. A super cold bath or foot soak will slow down the uptake of the magnesium through your body. And 20 minutes, that's all you need to soak. Every day is preferable, but remember, you can be an underachiever like me and recognize imperfect action can create optimal health. I know I'm going to miss a few days and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I might not even show up when I'm supposed to here. Let's say the soccer game would have gone into a championship game and I was cheering on grandkids, or the baseball game got changed over to the other field. I would have stayed and watched my grandkids and maybe missed being here. It's all about balance and making the best decision for you. Imperfect action creates optimal health. I am a living example that it does. 25 years ago, a failed surgery, seizures, absolutely no energy, non functional for my family. Magnesium didn't heal all of that, but it did start the process to everything in my body healing. Do you have to have a blood test done to find out where your blood numbers are? Nope, you don't. I didn't even know about the blood work when I first started. You might not want to because of expense or time. And if you opt not to do blood work at the end of the 30-day challenge, no problem. You can just go by how you feel. So, as you get started, I think it's a great idea if you grab a notebook and you just write out. I like to do it bullet point. And I just write out bullet points of all of the things that are not working as optimally as I want them to. So for example, my anxiety's up. Where typically with lots of good magnesium and some other layers on top of it, it doesn't affect my life. Right now, it is in a huge kind of way. And that anxiety, when it spikes, you burn through more magnesium. So as we go through, oh, my little guy is not very happy on my lap. As we go through this 30-day challenge, we're going to talk about things like magnesium burn rate and regulating your nervous system and things that are increasing your magnesium burn rate and some tools that I've found that really help, that might help you. And you can share as you go through the journey what you're experiencing. My philosophy is magnesium shines the light on what your body needs. Have you ever had the thought, oh, I've done everything, I've tried everything, and nothing works for me? Or you've got a cupboard full of supplements and you still don't feel good and you can't even remember why you bought the supplements? Well, 1 week of this 30-day challenge, I'm going to focus on supplements and how magnesium works with that specific supplement. But remember, I'm not a doctor. Run everything that you're learning on social media from anyone through your dedicated health team. Whomever is on that, make sure that it's a good option for you. 1 week, we're going to focus on supplements. Another week, and this is one of my favorite topics, we're going to talk about money and how your relationship with money actually changes your magnesium levels. It's wild. I've had a huge change in the money flow that's in my life right now. And I have learned so much. And I would love to share with you, and maybe it will help you, or maybe you'll have insight that can help me. And so magnesium is about you and I connecting with each other and sharing. And did you know I love to share? If you've been around on our magnesium challenges before, you know that I love to share magnesium. So throughout the challenge, as people share and post, I will be sharing and shipping some magnesium levels, some magnesium bottles at random time. 20 minutes a day in a casserole dish or in your tub, a 1/4 cup of magnesium, but it has to be the right magnesium. We are not talking pills. Pills are isolated synthetic nutrition. They do give benefit, but they cannot move your interstitial spaces where magnesium needs to be in your body. We're not talking about Epsom salts. Epsom salts can give you benefit, but they cannot get you to cell saturation. And this is going to ruffle some feathers. I am not talking magnesium flakes, because magnesium flakes have had to be processed for magnesium brine. That's the only way you can get magnesium flakes, is to process it from that brine. Well, take that back, or synthetically produce it in a lab. And because of the processing, it doesn't move your red blood cell numbers. So we're not talking about just sprinkling some flakes in and thinking we're going to move our magnesium red blood cell levels and optimize our magnesium. I am talking magnesium brine from the cleanest source in the European Union, from the Zextine C, that has not been watered down. It has not been diluted. I can promise you that, because it is shipped directly from that underground mine to my warehouses in Logan, Utah. And my family fill that bottle. And my promise to you is it will never be diluted, because that's not magnesium that's going to change your life. We're talking about setting a strong foundation. It's not super exciting. It's been around for a long time. It's not new and catchy, but it's the foundation, and we cannot skip that foundation. And then we're going to also focus on different tips and tricks and the stages and what you can do for nervous system regulation. So a week of it will focus on the relationship with money and how that burns our magnesium up, supplements, nervous system regulation, and just the basics of magnesium. Like, if you haven't started yet and you haven't ordered your magnesium, which I don't have a bottle here. I wish I did. I use mine from a big one so I don't waste the bottles. Imagine a 32-ounce jug that says Living the Good Life Naturally Magnesium Soak. You will need 2 of those to start this challenge. 2 bottles to get you through that challenge. I'll put the link in the comments, and we've got one where you can get 2 and then you get a free gift in one of them. So I will post that in the comments below if you don't have your magnesium already. So I want to know, are you joining me? Maybe you're joining just to learn and you've never heard about this. Welcome. Maybe you're one of those people that have done this with me before. Welcome back, friend. I'm so glad you're here. Maybe you're just prepping and learning and determining if this is a good fit for you. Come on over. Let's talk. Let's build a community. Healthy women are connected women. I am convinced without that connection, we cannot create optimal health. And so you and I in the comment section can create connection as we go through the 30-day challenge and have a goal of achieving magnesium cell saturation, which is at 6.3 or above. I'm so glad. Mr. Louis will be joining us sometimes, and sometimes he will not. But he loves magnesium too. I do have to keep him out of the water from licking it. And I would love to have you join me. 20 minutes is all you need. You don't have to do it perfectly. I showed up today right from soccer games or baseball games. Soccer games are tomorrow. I'm a little sweaty, not really ready to go on camera, but I'm showing up as I am. And I'd love for you to show up as you are too, because I don't know about you, but that energy is what I want in the morning. And if you're not waking up refreshed, energized, and focused, you're hitting your alarm thinking, oh, just 5 more minutes, or you're going right to your phone, let you and I talk. Because when your body has enough magnesium, things like that start changing, and it becomes easier to make optimized decisions. So glad you're here. Let me know in the comments when you're starting, if you're starting, what pathway you're on. And as always, remember, I am not a doctor. I am not diagnosing. I'm not prescribing. I'm just sharing with you the things that I learned on my journey after a health crash with a failed surgery. Because let me tell you, I am not the same person that I was then. Not even. And it all started with the spark of magnesium. Your body needs magnesium to get started, to heal those processes. Let's make sure it has enough in the proper form, in the proper way, through our skin with the best brine on planet Earth. I will see you Monday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're going to start to dig a little bit deeper and share with each other about this journey of creating health, foods that will help embrace your magnesium status, and some foods that you might want to walk away from so that you can determine the best course of action for you. I can't wait. I'm really excited and would love to know when you're starting. Have a great evening. Bye bye.